Hello, John Rule.
Ah, there.
What day is it?
Oh, I'm not really sure. Well, I think it's the 22nd.
Of May 2017.
That's
And
about right.
we're looking at milfoil on the screen to start the show here.
Right.
First segment. And
Is yarrow another name for
yeah, yarrow.
yarrow?
Yeah.
Okay, the Dewey Deans of yarrow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we'll just scroll down and see what else we can see.
All right.
There's some more of it up close.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful plant up close. Okay, box turtles are active.
Yes, on the prowl.
And this one is a male. You see the indented
I do.
dark space in his tummy?
A little concave.
That's where he
cavity.
rocks. If he gets to mate, he rocks
Right.
on the back of the female.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a wetland species.
And definitely looks like a woodland species.
Yeah, and here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I guessed at the name of this one and, found it in the book. And and I'm not going to say what I think it is at the moment, but I believe that, there you can see my hand.
Yes.
Showing the size of it on my wrist. Now this is a cord grass. This is growing out on Pinnacle Prairie also. And you can see that's grown very tall this spring.
Right.
That's in one of those dips out there on Pinnacle Prairie where there's water stands when it's rained like this and it soaks in. And so that's the first year I've seen that stuff this early, that big.
Right.
And
What's this, toad flax or something?
You can call it whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of those small things. This is my neighbor's house.
A groundhog?
Hootenpile, yes. Hootenpile family. They have interesting critters there in their backyard, which is, again, a low area that totally floods.
Here are the milkweed. This is the
purple milkweed
milkweed.
up close and personal.
Very pretty.
And I think, you can see the detail in these. I think a week ago we looked at some that were not quite open. And you see not every one of the flowers is open in that, on that particular one. But these are in bloom right now. You probably got a week or two more in northwest Arkansas to find some someplace.
Well, they're spectacular.
And this is
should be seeing some monarchs around them.
Yeah. Well, we did see a caterpillar last week on one of these, and this is the newer version.
There's the caterpillar.
And there he is up close.
Right.
This, I don't think it's the same one from last week, but I guess it could be. But it could be on the same exact flower. But
I think his head's upward this time. It's a little hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But okay.
This is false.
Wild indigo.
Wild indigo. Okay.
And these are up close and cropped a little bit, trying to show that detail because those are beautiful flowers. And
kind of interesting foliage.
Yeah. Okay, this couple lives somewhere near Siloam, I believe they said. And they were at the event for the land trust. This is the same neighbor that had the groundhog.
Right.
These deer going through his yard, and this is really late, and I was just lucky to get a couple of shots of those in focus.
Good shot.
Till next time, do your part to help you do the water clean, woods green, and all that stuff. See ya. John Rule.
Here it is.
It's our second
Session on the 22nd of May, 2017.
That's it. Okay. And this is the what is it?
Well,
Cream wild indigo.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And there's
well, cream and green, right? I forgot.
Here's some shots of the tiny quadripolia milkweed.
Right.
And
it's so beautiful.
Showing people. I had somebody from Japan or somewhere ask me if I could get him some seed for these.
Oh.
He saw them
Well,
online.
person would have to camp beside it, I think.
And I had to tell him that, well, I doubt I can even find them again by the time they go to seed.
Right.
But I would help him if I could. And here's some of the
Monarda again.
Yeah, the milkweed, I mean, not the milkweed, but the bee balm family. And, you know, it's so beautiful in the woods in the spring and so different, you know, from what we're going to see here in a few weeks out on Pinnacle Prairie.
It's quite a nice...
There's our public radio station, community radio, Fayetteville, Arkansas. And this lady was holding up the sign for the show they did on the square on the weekend.
Nice.
Okay, there's a milkweed bug of some kind.
Right, a beetle or something.
I forget. I
orange
need
and
to
black,
get pictures of the two of them together, which a lot of years I do get.
Right.
And here's Syriaca, Asclepias syriaca. And
Common milkweed and the honeybee.
Honeybee approaching there, I think, and then honeybee up, you know, he's
at the flower.
down on it there. And here's one over on this side.
And those leaves are very typical.
Yeah, and look at the bumblebee in there.
Right.
I had to get several shots of that.
Carpenter bee, some kind of bee.
Oh, it's definitely a regular bumblebee, I
bumble?
believe, yeah, from other angles.
Burly dozing humblebee.
And you'll see in some of these pictures, there's pieces of the leaves have been eaten, which suggests monarch caterpillars.
That's a good, that's a good sign.
Yeah, and I didn't dig around behind to find out, but you see
Here's a comma or question mark butterfly.
Yes, it's a question which it is. But anyway,
difficult to identify.
This was nectaring on there, and you can see him now with its wings closed.
Right.
Just the tips are orange.
Yes, orange tips. That's a good.
And he is nectaring, and just one of the many insects that were just, like I said, so big, and I was interested in getting them.
This was at noon. Or
noon today,
right.
The day we were recording this, actually. And so it's probably the reason I'm late getting here is that I fooled around. Look at there, seeds flying into the light on the thing, and has that curl out there ready to nectar.
Right.
In front. And anyway, these guys are beautiful, and if I get there one day soon, I hope get there when the monarchs are actually laying some eggs on there, mating and so forth. But I know it happens there. I see.
Right.
But I can't get there every day when it's happening, you know. And
find the larvae on them.
And they come in sessions. I mean, you have a lot of monarchs for a few days in the area, and then they move on to the next place. Until next time,
Until next time, folks.
See ya.